Well, ladies and gentlemen, they say that he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. And this afternoon, we hope to bring you a little bit of hope in the form of our new offering from Apollo as well as SBI Card. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Freesia, and it's an absolute honor and privilege that I could come into this room and join each and every one of you. Thank you for marking your calendars and taking the time out and joining us over here at this iconic location for what we hope will be an iconic offering from us to you, the people of India. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in an era of digitalization. And this is the kind of digitalization that has taken over our lives. Everything is just one click away, and everything is accessible in the palm of our hands. Digitalization has taken over in such a way that everything that we even do in our daily lives has been impacted by this, especially our transactions, our money transactions. And amongst all the digital transactions that do exist, I, for one, truly believe that credit cards are definitely one of the safest, the most trusted ways for payments. It is not just the ease of payment that it provides us. It is not just the safety and the security that it provides us. But I also think the added benefits, they're like that little cherry, that topping on the cake, which each and every one of us thoroughly enjoys. Today, credit cards are such an integral part, whether it comes in different ways of our life. It could be our spendings on fuel, travel, fashion, online payments, of course. Gateways have taken over with the way that we make our purchases in our daily life. But what truly surprises me is that there is one category that has still not been covered. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is healthcare. Healthcare. It is such an important aspect in everybody's life. I don't even need to say the very famous health is wealth, because that is something that each and every one of us is very aware of. It's not just our health that today is important, but it's also the healthcare needs of our family. And some of us, as sole earning members, we have to make sure that our children, our parents, everybody's healthcare needs are not only covered, but well taken care of as well. It's something that is indispensable and close to the heart, if one might say. And that's why this afternoon we have for you a product that addresses your entire family's healthcare needs. This is a product that we hope that will make healthcare as well as wellness not only accessible, but affordable for everyone. We are so proud to come together and present to you by SBI Card, one of India's largest credit card issuers, and Apollo, India's leading retail health network, coming together and creating history. They have come together to launch the Apollo SBI Card, the first ever credit card that focuses on health and wellness segment. That truly deserves a round of applause, if I might say, somewhere where we are making sure that we cover that gap. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon, to honor this occasion, we have here with us Mr. Rajnish Kumar, Chairman, State Bank of India. As the leader of one of the world's largest banking organizations, he truly is a gentleman who needs no introduction. So we're absolutely delighted to have you with us here this afternoon. Thank you. We also have with us Ms. Shobana Kamineni, Executive Vice Chairperson, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise, and Chairperson, Apollo Munich Health Insurance. A member of the founding family of the Apollo Group and a true champion of public health in India. Ms. Kamineni, thank you so much for coming and being here with us. We're delighted to have you. Thank you, ma'am. Joining us on this occasion, we also have Mr. Dinesh Khara, Managing Director, Global Banking and Subsidiaries, State Bank of India. Sir, thank you for being here. We also have with us Mr. Sudhakar Nukala, CEO, One Apollo Digital, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Ltd. So, thank you. And of course, we are very honored to have with us Mr. Hardayal Prasad, Managing Director and CEO, SBI Card. Thank you. All our dignitaries from the State Bank of India, Apollo Group, SBI Card, and of course our friends from the media, once again, thank you for coming and joining us and joining hands as together we will make history today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they say that leadership is that capacity to translate a vision into reality. And today, this afternoon, we have here with us two visionaries who have taken that step forward to make sure that we can take our own healthcare, our own wellness into our own hands, that we have control over that one aspect of our life that is so important to us. And so, we would like to take this moment to present a momentum to them, to thank them for giving us that power. So may I please request Mr. Hardayal Prasad, MD and CEO, SBI Card, to please felicitate Ms. Shobana Kamineni, Executive Vice Chairperson, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise, and Chairperson, Apollo Munich Health Insurance. I would now like to request Ms. Archana Singh, GM, One Apollo Digital, to felicitate Mr. Rajnish Kumar, Chairman, State Bank of India. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they say that any auspicious occasion in India is always done by the lighting of the lamp. The lamp, Deepam, the diya. We look at that as knowledge, and all our activities should always be guided by the light of knowledge. The light of knowledge that makes sure that that path of success is well lit and all obstacles are removed. So let us begin this afternoon's program with the lighting of the diya and of course invoking the blessings of Lord Ganesha, who will make sure that all obstacles are taken away from our path. I would like to request Mr. Rajnish Kumar and Ms. Shobana Kamineni, ma'am and sir, if you could kindly come forward and light the ceremonial lamp. I'd also like to request Mr. Sudhakar Nukala, Mr. Hardayal Prasad, Mr. Jayakumar P, COO, Apollo Pharmacy, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Ltd, Mr. Rajiv Mishra, Group CMO, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Ltd, and Mr. Prashant Sharma, Senior Manager, One Apollo Digital, Apollo Hospitals Enterprise Ltd, to come and join them. Thank you. This lamp, ladies and gentlemen, is a witness to all our thoughts and our actions. And it's wonderful that we have all of you present here in this room together as we move on to this path. So ladies and gentlemen, now that we have sought our blessings, to welcome each and every one of you, please Let's welcome onto the stage with a round of applause. Let's invite Mr. Hardayal Prasad, MD and CEO, SBI Card. Let's give him a round of applause, please.
Thank you, Prashya, for inviting me and actually taking us through this whole program. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The respected Chairman, State Bank of India, Mr. Rajnish Kumar, Mrs. Shobana, Kamineni, Executive Vice Chairman, Apollo Hospital Enterprise, Chairman, Apollo Munich, Mr. Sudhakar Nukala, CEO, Apollo One Digital, Apollo Hospital Enterprises, Mr. Dinesh Khara, Managing Director, Global Bank, and subsidiary State Bank of India, Mr. Prashant, the CFO, State Bank, Sujit Kumar, the Deputy Managing Director, Corporate Accounts Group. Friends from the media, very, very important for us. The media plays a very important role in terms of what we do. Friends from SBI family as well as SBI Card. A very warm welcome to all of you for coming over here today for the launch of one of the most prestigious and a very unique card that the bank is, the card is launching today. This card, which is a co-branded card, is not there in the ecosystem of any of the credit card companies that is today. And therefore, it gives me great pleasure that we have actually partnered with Apollo in launching this, a company which is an absolutely integrated healthcare company, which has multiple companies under its overall ambit, and which provides a complete integrated solutions on the healthcare side. Many of you would be aware that the health industry in India is growing at a fabulous place. Actually, this hotel is one of the hotels where a lot of people from Middle East also come here for treatment, and across India, if you look at it, there is large number of growth that you can see on the healthcare side. If you also look at the young population that India has, it's going to age at some point of time, and as it ages, it will require huge amount of health benefits. It will require health initiatives, and therefore I personally feel that I think we are at the absolutely amazing place in terms of what the health industry is going to evolve in India as we go forward in the next about 5-10 years. It is also expected that the health industry will actually grow 3 times by 2022 from about $110 billion to about $300 billion. That's the kind of scope that the health offers overall in India. And obviously the aspirations of India, especially the tier 2, tier 3, are very high in terms of getting very good health benefits. I think that provides a huge opportunity. And State Bank of India, which is 74% owner of State Bank of India, SBI Card, actually provides the very clear DNA in terms of what Apollo provides and what SBI Card provides in terms of the multiplicity of the offices that we have all across. That is very, very critical. I would also like to take you on what exactly SBI Card does. SBI Card is one of the strongest players in terms of the co-brand in India. We have partnership with about approximately 15 co-brand marquee names over there in terms of what we provide. We are not only on the retail side, we are also on the banking side. We have partnerships with 6 banks where we actually provide co-brand. So on the co-brand cards, I think we are extremely delighted to bring as Apollo on board, and this joint endeavor that we are going to have, especially with the One Apollo membership that Apollo has, with about, I'm told that about 1.2 crore people are members of the One Apollo membership program. I think it provides the right opportunity in terms of what can be done in providing the cards to them, in providing them opportunities. And once we start providing cards, there is huge amount of benefits and programs that we bring in and as part of our marketing, as part of our inclusion, in parts of what we give it. What this card is going to do is, it provides opportunity to actually do savings of at least about 40,000 rupees in a year, because if you use it smartly, it can be used, the offers that are going to come, the benefits that come from the Apollo group, the benefits that would come from SBI Card is going to be absolutely amazing in terms of about 40,000. There are multiple other benefits also when you are using the card at Apollo franchisee, at Apollo hospitals, at other Apollo locations. You would get 3x reward points, which is, I think, one of the best in the class, kind of. If we look at it on the other spends, for example, dining out, on the movies, and many other places, if you spend money, there are opportunities for you to get those reward points. The reward points in this particular endeavor that we have created is these reward points are going to be can very easily be converted back into the membership program, and then you can use it in the cash. I think those are some of the things that actually allow the flexibility in terms of how the card can be used, how actually it can be bundled with the membership of SBI of Apollo Group. And I think I see over there, with the kind of franchisee, with the kind of members that are there, I see huge opportunity to do it. One of the biggest advantage is that the presence of SBI card in about 150 centers is absolutely very close to the DNA of Apollo in terms of your presence across India and the usage that we have and the millions of customers that we serve. And I'm sure that the very large footfall that every day hits of your multiple companies, hospitals, wellness centers, home care, and everywhere that we look at it. I personally feel that this is an absolutely unique product that has been actually made by the teams of Apollo, and there is a huge amount of input that has come from Apollo in terms of how we can convert, how we can capture the market, and how, more importantly, health is an important initiative that is required to be done in India. If you look at the health, sanitation, education, these are one of the things which are most important in India. And I think with this unique card and the proposition that it brings, it probably will bring huge amount of things. SBI card stands for making life simple. We stand for innovation. We stand for huge amount of providing huge amount of opportunities to the consumers and the customers. And I'm very glad, ma'am, that Apollo has the same the same kind of ethos, the culture, and the value to provide all these things to the consumers and the health seekers. I think all these things provide us huge opportunities in terms of co-growth, in terms of the growth that we can provide, and more importantly, people who require that. What we have done in this card, which is something very amazing, is that if you hold a health insurance, and when you go to the hospital, Apollo Hospital, and you want to actually use that insurance also, and there is a co-pay involved into it, and you have to make some payment from your pocket, which is the difference amount. What we have added and what we have built into is, at the point of sale, whether you're making the payment, you can convert it, either you can pay it through the card, that is very simple to do it, but more importantly, if you want to convert it into an EMI, I think that is what provides that opportunity to the consumers to actually, if there is a problem, and there are many times when you are going for large expenditures on the hospital, there are big expenses that have to be made. I think that opportunity of converting into an EMI provides that huge benefit to a consumer. As we move forward, I'm sure you're going to find out more features about this card, which is very unique, I can tell you that, and nobody in the ecosystem of the credit card industry holds that in. We'd like to thank, ma'am, you and Apollo for joining hands with us and bringing out this card. We feel and we hope that we can provide succor, we can provide health benefits, and we can provide a lot of things to the overall people and the consumers and the health seekers who come to the hospital, who come to your ecosystem. And I'm sure that as the most integrated healthcare solution provider, Apollo and SBI can jointly provide and become a card of choice. Anybody who seeks these health benefits, it should become a card of choice, and people should actually aspire to have this kind of card. Thank you once again for coming, all from SBI card, from the media and other places. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prasad. And as Mr. Prasad just mentioned, so many benefits, so many added benefits that our customers can avail of. People who we think are part of our family, and we want to make sure that they have that control over their health, because as we keep saying, your health is the most important. And now that we have seen an overview of what this card has to offer, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for that moment of truth. Let us together take a look at that product that we hope will transform. And to do the honors, can I please request Mr. Rajnish Kumar and Ms. Shobana Kamineni to come forward to unveil the product. So ladies and gentlemen, maybe on the count of 3, all of us together, people in the audience as well, why not? Come and participate. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. And now, could I please request Mr. Dinesh Khara, Mr. Hardayal Prasad, Mr. Sudhakar Nukala, Mr. Jayakumar P. and Mr. Rajiv Mishra to also join us onto the stage. Thank you all so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as our dignitaries take their seats, this truly is an occasion that marks the coming together of 2 brands, Apollo and SBI Card, to both of which have earned the loyalty of millions of customers. Today, they have become one of the most trusted brands in their respective segments. And a collaboration like this, ladies and gentlemen, truly is bound to give us a product with some of the best in-class features, and I'm sure that it will pave the way. So what exactly does this card have in store for you? Let's take a look at the screens with a short AV that we have with the latest offerings by the Apollo SBI Card. Could we have the AV, please?
Partnerships are wonderful. But great are those partnerships that make the world a better place. Apollo Healthcare, a trusted brand in health and wellness industry and a pioneer in the field of healthcare. India's leading retail health network. Apollo Group is joining hands with SBI Card, a leading credit card issuer in the country, driving trust and excellence through products and services that fulfill customers' aspirations and evolve with their needs. and delighting customers using technology and innovation for the past 2 decades. These two industry leaders are coming together to create a new milestone for health and wellness. Presenting the Apollo SBI Card, a credit card dedicated to making health and wellness even more rewarding. 500 reward points worth rupees 500 on joining. Complimentary silver tier membership to the One Apollo program. Up to 10% discount and 3x reward points on all Apollo services. 2x reward points per rupees 100 spent on dining, movies and entertainment. 1 reward point per rupees 100 spent on beauty and wellness spends. With the benefit of redeeming reward points instantly on Apollo services. All to give you a host of amazing rewards and unmatched savings on health and wellness services.
Check. All right. If there's a technical glitch, we always have a backup. So no worries on that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, while watching this video, there's one thing that definitely did come to my mind, which is where I am definitely going to get a lot of points on beauty and wellness. With the kind of spends that I have, I'm sure that this card would be of great benefit to me. But what does a card like this do? It's not just about making India healthy again. It's also about making India conscious. It's also about making sure that we look good, because then we feel good and we make the smart choices. Healthcare spends are very essential, and sometimes they tend to leave a dent on our pockets. And now we have that kind of card that will make sure that we have savings every time we spend. So just for our members of the press, I'm once again going to quickly reiterate some of the points in case you did miss it during the video and you want to make sure that you have jotted down everything, because there's so many added benefits that we have over here. The SBI card and the Apollo together have designed a credit card that not only meets your healthcare needs, but also the healthcare needs of your family. Let's not forget that this is the first card ever in this segment. We have already seen that this card truly provides an unmatched proposition to its customers. Not only can you avail so many discounts and complimentary services, but you also then can get your One Apollo Silver Tier membership, from free consultations and health screenings to health packages, physiotherapy, so many more added benefits. You also get savings and benefits of up to 40,000 through this membership. Also, you can avail the benefits at any of the 11 Apollo entities through this card. To further lighten the burden of your expenses, you earn 3x accelerated reward points on your spends. It is an accelerated reward program, and it is giving you that opportunity to earn reward points in other lifestyle categories as well. So we're not only restricting you to your medical spends, we're allowing you to convert those points anywhere else that you go and get those added benefits. And the best part is that these rewards, of course, as Mr. Prasad had also said, they can be instantly redeemed while paying your bills at any Apollo Healthcare Center, leading to so many more savings. All these benefits, ladies and gentlemen, truly will make sure that not only your healthcare, but your wellness concerns are also well taken care of. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's also time for us to hear from the lady of the hour. And I would like to invite ma'am onto the stage. But before that, let me just give a small introduction. Championing, I couldn't make it too small also with so many achievements. Championing special initiatives for over 7 years, Shobana Kamineni had steered the organization's emergence as a proponent of integrated healthcare here in India. She heads Apollo Pharmacy, India's largest pharmacy chain with a pan network of over 3,000 stores, 19,000 employees and growing, and it serves 350,000 customers in a day. She is the founder and chairperson on the board of Apollo Munich Health Insurance, acknowledged as India's best specialized health insurance company for 6 years consecutively. Ma'am, I'm sure everyone over here would love to hear some words from you on this product as well as the partnership. Please, let's give Ms. Shobana Kamineni a big round of applause.
Thank you for that introduction. So, good afternoon to all of you. I'm really happy to be here, especially doing something with a gentleman that I really admire, someone who's very dynamic. We meet at many forums, and now that we're forging a partnership, so Chairman SBI, Mr. Rajnish Kumar, thank you for this. Also the Managing Director, Mr. Kara, Mr. Prasad, all the other Managing Directors. Thank you SBI for coming out here in such great strength of your senior leadership and others to support us, and of course all the Apollo team members who have made this possible. So good afternoon to all of you. And you know, when this first came to me, I said, why another card? My wallet is full. Why would I put another card in my wallet? And then I happened to go to the SBI card offices. And at that time, in that 1 hour, I was completely blown with the amount of technology and actually with their passion to make a difference and serve. And then we realized that there is a need for a card that integrates two very, very important services, that actually what we're trying to do is to remove stress from people. When is the time that you're most stressed? It's when you're not feeling too good, or your family member is unwell. All these are stressful times. And it's also at that time that you think, do I have the ability to pay for it? And so these are combined stresses that we've seen happen to us, not just once a year, but these are events that are happening more and more as India goes through this journey of moving towards, development, longer lifespans. These are things that are going to take place more and more. And doing so, and of course trying to keep you well and healthy, is also a stress. And I think that's the time when a card like this is so important. That look at this card as something that is going to remove the stress away, that is going to make it easy for you. I think this is about convenience. This is about the fact that not only will we remind you every day to take care of yourself, and please don't come to Apollo to be sick. Come to us to make you well. Use the SBI card for everything else, and keep this reserve of saving that you're going to get. And that's the message. This is a message that I bring from our chairman, Dr. Reddy. He really wanted to be here, and what he always says is, health is the most important thing. And you can only, you have to start looking after it, and not come to, when there's an event. So this is a lifelong journey, and that's what this card is. Keep it in your wallet. I can see that not just for the people that have already come and experienced Apollo, but SBI is a perfect partner because they really touch everyone in India, every spectrum, every geography. This is a card that is about India, that defines India. And the great thing is, it's not a card that defines an old India. It's a card that it's a company that actually is defining what India is going to be, the aspirations of India and how we move forward. So it's a perfect partner for Apollo to be with. It's a great understanding, and I look forward to a huge partnership in the service of just giving people a better product. Thank you.
Ma'am, could you continue joining us on stage, please? And could I please request Mr. Prasad to come onto the stage? We'd like to present Ms. Kamineni with a memento, ma'am. Thank you. special embossed card in that trophy. Thank you, and thank you for those very inspiring words. And truly what you did say about the message of Dr. Reddy, that we don't need to wait till the moment has become bad, because we have so much in our own hands, so much in our own control. So we don't have to wait for that tipping point when we have so much that we can look to. I'd now like to request Mr. Rajnish Kumar, Chairman, State Bank of India, to please come and join us onto the stage and share your thoughts, sir, on the launch of this product.
Shobana ji, Sudhakar, other team members from Apollo, my colleague Dinesh, Prashant, Hardyal, Sujit Verma, and all the invited guests. It's indeed a momentous occasion, and Shobana ji and me, probably it is a mutual admiration club. I have always been impressed by her personality, energy, and enthusiasm when she was CII president. She did a wonderful job there. And about this partnership and collaboration from the childhood, we have learned that if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. So in the pecking order, when it comes to trust, healthcare gets precedence over wealth. So you represent health, we represent wealth. And in both the things, trust matters. When someone goes to Apollo, it goes, or the patient or their family goes with the trust that their health and their life will be safe. When it comes to money, people come to State Bank of India, they come with the feeling and the belief that their money or the advice they get on financial matters, it will keep them safe. So that is the commonality. Features are, yes, they have packed this card with so many features, but the fact is that the quality health care, Apollo is the pioneer, and first time in healthcare, the quality healthcare, the concept came from Apollo, and later on many more new players came in, and it has become synonym with the were discussing before coming here, that as you discuss, you find that there are more opportunities. And ultimately, the idea has to be, as Shobhaji rightly mentioned, that when somebody is sick in the family, that is where you experience maximum stress. And that is where the comfort in terms of the backing, in terms of maybe health insurance, because the healthcare is an expensive affair, and whether it is poor or rich, it impacts everyone. So that is one part. And second is the convenience part. And that's what I was discussing with her, that even when somebody gets discharged at the hospital, the process is so tedious that how can we work together to cut short that process and facilitate the whole thing, so that the family members or the patient does not have to go through that experience post whatever surgery or any other medicine or whatever they have done at the hospital. So opportunities are many, but a trusted partnership between two organizations, as I said, that State Bank of India and Apollo Tyre. I am very, very happy and pleased with this initiative of One Apollo and my team led by Hardyal at SBI Cards. And I am very confident, very sure that the users or the consumers, they will find it useful. And it is not all about when you become sick. It is before that, the wellness part and the preventive health care and the lifestyle. So all is very, very important. And I wish that this card will whatever its objective, it will succeed in it, and it will be a great product. And as Hardyal was mentioning, that this is the first time that in healthcare, a card and a healthcare company are, not healthcare exactly, wellness company are joining hands together. So I wish all the best to this product of One Apollo and SBI cards. I'm very sure that people will find a lot of value in it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Could you continue joining us on stage, please? And I'd like to request Mr. Jaya Kumar P. to please come and join us onto the stage to present a memento trophy to Mr. Kumar. Thank you. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And now we would like to invite onto the stage Mr. Dinesh Khara, MD, State Bank of India, Global Banking and Subsidiaries, as he also comes and shares his thoughts and addresses our audience today. Thank you, sir, for being here with us.
Well, I think in today's world, convenience and collaboration are something which are very key words. Here is an effort to collaborate with something which is very dear to anybody and everybody, that is the health. And we are fortunate that we could have this kind of a collaboration with Apollo Group, who are known for trust, as Chairman rightly mentioned, when it comes to health. And we are very proud that we live for trust in this country. And in the financial sector, we believe that is the most important and critical piece. And more so when it comes to credit card, there are always apprehensions and inhibitions in the mind of users. So I think SBI card is something, SBI card is an entity which also echoes the values and ethics of the State Bank Group and ensure that they remain very transparent when it comes to the terms and conveyed it to the customers. I think nothing could have been a better collaboration than this, because one Apollo Pharmacy, which is also spread across the country. This is also one sector where people need to have a lot of confidence into the providers of the medicine. That I think is a very, very great combination, and we are in a position to create value for the customers of State Bank Group as well as the customers or the users of Apollo Group services. Well, of course, an endeavor which can go a long way. Just before this event, we were deliberating where all we can collaborate and create value for each other. Our effort and endeavor would be in that direction. We would like to create as much of value for the group from the State Bank Group, not merely from SBI Card or SBI, but from all our entities, and would like to see that how we can make this kind of a relationship even stronger day by day. Thank you very much, and all the very best. Thank you.
Mr. Khara, if you could continue joining me on stage. Could I please request Ms. Nandini Ali, CMO, Apollo Munich, to come and present a memento to Mr. Khara. Thank you. We have Mr. Ramakrishna, CMO, Apollo Pharmacy, coming and joining us instead. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a small request from our members of the press. Just want to make sure that they get those photos absolutely perfect. So once again, Mr. Rajnish Kumar and Ms. Shobana Kamineni, if I could request both of you once again to come onto the stage. We'll get the card as well, because our members of the press want to make sure they get that perfect picture. Yes. Come. Yeah. Would you like It's wonderful that our Mumbai press makes sure that there's great perfection, as we make sure that there's great perfection in everything that we do as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we are moving towards the end of our event this afternoon, to do the honors for our vote of thanks today, could I please request Mr. Manish Diwan, Chief Sales Officer, SBI Card, to come and join us onto the stage. Thank you, sir.
Hi, so we've had a wonderful afternoon today. Some people were inquiring about the fact that it's an afternoon event and launch, but then Apollo is the god of sun, so this is the appropriate time of the day to do it. See, there are two important aspects of our lives, and people have spoken about it. Rajnish sir also mentioned, Khara sir mentioned, we take care of wealth in the banking side and health in the healthcare industry. So I can use the word a combination of healthcare and wealth care. The convergence of that, I think it's an extremely positive thing for the customer. So I think what I can say is the coming together of these two industries is a hugely positive move for the customer, which has happened at this scale for the first time, which would benefit thousands of consumers. It's an old saying, health is wealth. And I think with the launch of this particular product, this has a new name now, the Apollo SBI card. So I think that old saying gets replaced with a product. Earlier it was a saying, now it's a product, which we hope a lot of people benefit from. I would like to thank Mr. Rajnish Kumar, Chairman, State Bank of India, to grace the occasion today on this launch. Ms. Shobana Kamineni, Executive Vice Chairperson, Apollo Hospitals, and Chairperson, Apollo Munich Health Insurance. Mr. Sudhakar Nukala, CEO, One Apollo Digital. Mr. Dinesh Khara, Managing Director, Global Banking and Subsidiaries, State Bank of India. Mr. Hardayal Prasad, our MD and CEO for SBI Card. Mr. Vikas Verma, SVP MasterCard. We once again thank all the dignitaries of SBI, Apollo, SBI Cards, members of the media whose help we need to increase the awareness of this particular product, which, as I say, will benefit a whole lot of consumers, right? I think about 50 years back, Apollo 11 took 2 people to the moon. It's time that Apollo 1 does something on the planet, and working together with SBI Card takes millions of Indians living here to better healthcare. Thanks a lot, once again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Diwan, for your absolutely wonderful insights and witty words, if I might add to that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that we have told you what it is that we have to offer, I'm sure there are a lot of questions from our members of the press as to exactly how it works. So it's time for our Q&A. And to do just that, could I please request Mr. Rajnish Kumar, Ms. Shobana Kamineni, Mr. Dinesh Khara, Mr. Sudhakar Nukala, and of course Mr. Hardayal Prasad to come onto the stage. We will have the forum open for questions, but of course, ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to say that let's keep all our questions, all our inquiries only pertaining to what we are talking about today. I obviously don't need to say that, but I just might as well. So if you have any questions, and we're going to do this very quickly because we are running a little short on time. If you have any questions, I would request you to raise your hand. It's always wonderful when you introduce yourself and the publication that you are from as well. Mics, we have some mics which I'm sure would be there. Do we have mics? All right. So give us 1 second. Just wait for everyone to come onto the stage, and then you can definitely ask your question. Could I request all our dignitaries to come and join us onto the stage? Thank you. We have our mics over here as well. And I'm sure you heard me the first time, but you know, just in case you were checking your phone and looking at messages, just make sure that all your questions are only pertaining to healthcare, wellness, and the card that we are here to launch and offer you. All right. All right, yes, we can start with the questions. So, sir, I believe you already have a mic. Please do introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Lokesh Shastri and I'm from MTI News. Firstly, congratulations on a great thing. I just could think of one thing, that is health and wealth on the same card. So, moving forward to my question, does it have near field communication, that is NFC, on the card?
We have all cards which are NFC enabled. There is no card which is not NFC. There's a new cards and obviously it will have all NFC. It will have chip and pin and everything is going to be there. It's going to be fully integrated. In fact, tap and go is going to work very, very clearly with this card.
Okay, and are there any annual charges on the card?
The annual charges are 499, but along with that charges, we also give 500 rupees straight away vouchers, which is equivalent to, so it becomes almost free. At the end, after 1 year, if you are going to spend 90,000 rupees, it again becomes free. So there is a significant amount, and it is not just that on the Apollo brand you're going to spend it, you spend it across the globe, across the universe, and you will get that benefit. So it provides you almost free access in terms of the 500 rupees of vouchers that we straight away give.
Okay, since Apollo Munich Health Insurance is also part of the thing, so is there any possibility of a cashless insurance thing so that, you know, a person when he's sick, he just goes there and has he doesn't have to pay any cash?
I mentioned to you one or two things. When you want to, please.
So one of the the chip that is on it, what we want to evolve also is that all Apollo centers that accept the card will also have this activation, so that one is it will push offers onto smartphones that are available, but also it will give us an alert so we can make sure that the queues are reduced, especially for the platinum customers, that they will have extra benefits whenever they come in, either to the pharmacy, the hospital, the clinics, and even in terms of, we will link the insurance. We're talking about doing many more products together, and definitely insurance will be part of this.
What it does is that in case you have an insurance, health insurance over there, and you want to use that insurance, so the difference amount sometimes has to be paid. So the co-pay amount is also covered under the credit card. You can pay it through the credit card. You can convert it into an EMI. That is something very significant. I think this card brings that. On the spot, point of sale, straight away you swipe the card and you get that benefit. I think that makes it very, very unique proposition.
All right. Do we have any other questions? If you do have any questions, you can raise your hand, and otherwise we can close the forum. I think we've explained everything so well that we don't have any questions. So what we will do is, if I could quickly just request you all to continue joining. We're just going to take one quick team photograph. Ma'am, I know you are in a hurry. I'm going to quickly call all of them onto the stage. Members of the press, I mean, this is a team photo that we are taking. You're most welcome to take a picture if you would like as well. Otherwise, we have lunch that is being served outside. Thank you all so much for coming and being a part, and we hope that you will take this message across to everyone. Could I now please request for the team picture, Mr. P.K. Gupta, Mr. Arijit Basu, Ms. Anshala Kant, Mr. Manish Diwan. All right. Could I also request Dr. Narendra Trivedi, Ms. Archana Singh, Mr. Prashant Sharma, and Mr. Vikram Thaplo to come and join us onto the stage for this team photo. I'd also like to request Mr. Jaya Kumar, Mr. Ramakrishna, and Mr. Rajiv Mishra to come and join us onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for coming and joining us for the launch of the Apollo SBI card. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much.